Maybe you've seen them at Steelers games or at Pitt games or when the Pirates play at PNC Park. Songwhale is a name fast becoming a major part of Pittsburgh sports, as well as countless other ventures around the country and the world.
It started as a digital content delivery company, meaning we were putting digital content on people's cell phone devices. We've since expanded.
Ty Morse is a co-founder and CEO of Songwhale, a company started around the idea that cell phones are used for a whole lot more than just calling people these days.
We know that the most precious piece of real estate in our lives now is this screen. We wake up and every day we leave the house with our keys, our wallet, and our cell phone. And so more and more we're looking to create a great user experience on the handheld device.
And that means using text messages, mobile websites, GPS, or anything else to get all kinds of information to all kinds of different users.
Fly ball to center, and now toward the gap in right center, a leaping grab by Nate the Great.
For sports fans, it may be the ultimate tool.
We'll take content in professional and collegiate sports and put it on the handheld device, whether that's alerts, scores, anywhere from kind of discounts and special offers to cutting edge information. And we allow the user to decide what information they receive. We also have services in the sports arena that extend to live stream video on the handheld. So you can literally go over to a Steeler game at Heinz Field and you can be up in the nosebleeds and you can say, oh, I wonder what's going on the sideline. And you click the sideline cam and you're looking at it on your handheld. And then you say, oh, I wonder if that was a catch in the end zone, and you hit the instant replay or you change the camera angle. So it's a completely immersive, interactive experience.
An experience growing across many fields. Songwhale recently partnered with Coldwell Banker for its first venture into the real estate market.
On the top of every single Coldwell Banker sign, there's a Songwhale sign, and it says, text 12345 to Whale, which is our short code. So now I'm standing in front of a house and I say, oh, I like that house. So I text in the code, I immediately get a bounce back. The house we're standing in front of is $300,000. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Click this link for a virtual tour. And then literally on your handheld, you're taking a tour, you can look at the inside of the house, you can get all the specs on it, and then say you're interested in it, but you want to know when the price drops. Now you just click a little checkbox and say, alert me when the price drops. And then you get a text 2 weeks later, oh, it's down from 300,000 to 250. Or the other thing I was frustrated with as a home buyer is, well, when are there open houses? I'm not always looking at the newspaper, so when are there open houses? Now you can check a box that allows you to get an alert when there's an open house or when another house in that market comes on for sale.
So just how did this company come about, and who's behind it all? It's actually the story of 3 friends from Wisconsin who eventually ended up finding Pittsburgh. There's Ty, the deal maker, whom you've already met.
Our parents were friends. But when I was 7, John was 14, so you can imagine we didn't have much in common.
All right, so it's 11 o'clock in the morning here. What time is it there?
I think it's 11 o'clock, yeah, it's 12 hours off from the East Coast.
Programmer John Greenlee, described as the technical genius.
I really didn't have any preconceived notions about it.
We talk with him through Skype while he's on business in China. And then there's the friend who helped with the financing to get everything started.
One of our best friends.
Professional soccer player Jay Demerit. He's in South Africa getting ready for the World Cup.
He plays for Watford and he's also on the U.S. national team.
Ironically, it wasn't computers, but music that first brought Ty and John together.
When I was 18, I was in an English class in high school, and the teacher played for me Beowulf the rock opera. So it was a rock opera based on the epic poem Beowulf.
Who's the better musician?
That's
Who's
easy.
the better musician? I'm the better musician.
Turns out that opera was written by John, who by then was a computer programmer in Minnesota's Twin Cities. Ty wrote part 2 of the opera while in college, and the two began to collaborate on a number of projects, even starting an independent record label. Eventually, they found a way to make computers and music merge.
John is very much a techie, and he had gotten a new phone and he was obsessed with it. He had been calling me saying, hey Ty, I think that there's a real high growth potential in the handheld market. Right then, that was where Songwhale was born. We decided, okay, we're going to give away music and then we're going to generate revenue on it through advertising and sponsorship.
The company's unusual name was chosen based on the partners' love of wildlife and nature shows.
He called me and he's like, what about like Song Horse or Song Cheetah or Song Whale? And we're like, that sounds pretty good. So we just said, hey, we'll sleep on it for a couple days and see how it sounds in a couple days. And here it is. There it is right there.
And from its beginnings in music, Songwhale has evolved into so much more in so many places. As John works on new ventures in Beijing, the company also has offices in the Twin Cities, San Francisco, and Indonesia, but its headquarters are in Lawrenceville. So how did Songwhale end up in Pittsburgh? It's the hometown of Ty's wife, Tara.
I had come here and I'd started to network and meet a lot of people, and then we ended up doing the Steelers deal. And while I was here, I saw the incredible talent pool that's in Pittsburgh. I was meeting people and students who were graduating from CMU, Pitt, Duquesne, Robert Morris, and I was seeing how closely connected the network of people are in this city. And I said, I think this is a place where we need to move our headquarters.
Wow, what a great opportunity Pittsburgh has given us. Just exciting. It's kind of a little big city in the sense that it isn't the size of a Chicago or a New York. You know, it just sort of really looked like it was going to work quite well, and I still believe that's true.
25 employees now work out of the Pittsburgh office, including Director of Business Operations Marcus Miller. He grew up in Plumboro, and after working on the West Coast, is happy to be back in Pittsburgh.
It really took me leaving the city to really appreciate it. I mean, being out in Los Angeles and seeing that part of the country and being in that lifestyle, it was exciting, it was fresh, it was new, but at the same time, I did miss here. There is so much potential for this city.
Potential for the city and for Songwhale.
The growth is staggering, the expansion is staggering, and you have 99% of the people in this country with a cell phone, so there's no better place to target somebody. The reality is, we have something very special going on in Pittsburgh right now.
Having arrived in Pittsburgh, it's a really powerful force here.